Thank you for dropping by this video. This is part 2 to a video I suggest you check out part 1 first. So today is Bruno Groening's birthday, or the day after his birthday, depending how you look at it. And so the question I'm sitting with is, what do we do now that Bruno Groening isn't here? So there's Almighty God, which of course effortlessly could change and fix everything. Then there's beings such as Bruno Groening or Christ, who have so much power at their disposal, of who the divine has trusted with so much of that power, who with one word, a snap of their fingers, could do so much. And yet they haven't. And so what do we do now? Bruno Groening isn't here that we know of. So there's Almighty God, there's helpers such as Bruno. Organizations aren't the answer. Organizations failed Bruno Groening while he was here. Imagine that. He was in his body. He could guide the organizations directly, and yet they failed him. So organizations obviously aren't the answer. I mean, not that they're bad. That's not the way. I mean, I've kind of informally formed an organization here, but that's not the way. That can be part of the way. It can be a support, right? But what does it come down to? It comes down to you and me. It comes down to individuals living the teaching, putting into practice what Bruno Groening taught, becoming instruments of God, channels of God. For me, that's really the only way to honor Bruno Groening's coming. The sacrifice he made, we cannot fathom. We can't fathom how uncomfortable, how much pain and suffering he went through. And my understanding is he knew that in advance, and yet he came anyway. So he suffered a lot for us. That doesn't mean we're indebted to him. Doesn't mean we should feel guilty. He chose to come. But how can we honor his coming? There's only one way that I know. Well, maybe two ways. Is embody the teachings and accurately share them, and skillfully and accurately share them. But that's got to come second. The sharing has to come second, right? Because that's what a religion is, right? People not practicing what they preach, and hypocrisy and organizations and confusion, and then focusing on the organization. We're focusing on the guru. It doesn't work. So if we want to celebrate Bruno Groening's birthday in the way that would please him, I think the best thing we can do is practice what he taught. Happy birthday, Bruno Groening. Thank you so much for coming.